Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, and I'm hoping that my video issues are fixed today. Sorry about the poor quality of part one. I don't know what happened. I had some driver updates that I did before the weekend started, and I have reverted those, and things are testing a lot better. But it's weird that like part zero was just fine, and part one was so crazy. It wouldn't let me like reprocess it in any of my like video processing software. It wouldn't do anything, whereas part zero would let me process. So some, for whatever reason, some of the encoding or whatever in part one just completely failed. Anyhow, we have these guys transmogged to wear the black trooper armor because it just looks so freaking cool on them. I currently do have, they have helmets, gear. Yeah, recon helm and marine helm. In order for their hair to show, we have to hide those helms. So if anyone comes on map in marine armor, like full marine armor, we won't see their helmet. We'll see what we need to do. Maybe I'll make like a substitute helmet just for our heroes for transmog purposes. That way we can see like the regular helms otherwise. But Nose here looks pretty cool. She has like some tattoos under her eyes. She's kind of like got some sunken in cheeks. She is the cyborg ninja that we picked up yesterday. Grizzly, I think he's still wearing the helm. Yeah, he's wearing the exo helm. This like blue and yellow motif just really reminds me of Wolverine, so I think he's gonna keep that for now, and that will probably be his new transmog. Nose and Anita, I think just like backing him up in the same in matching outfits. I think that's just like a cool aesthetic. I did have a suggestion for a name for Nose. They were actually names from I think Metal Gear Solid, which is where these cyber ninjas are from. I'm not very familiar with Metal Gear Solid. But I don't want to use those exact names, so I'm going to do like a little name mashup, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to call her Grey Wolf. Which, her hair's not quite gray, but it is like a pretty light color. Her armor's kind of gray. We'll let them kind of like go do their things. What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna go hunt. That's right. We needed to do some hunting. We have some packaged survival meals. We have some. Oh, why don't I go ahead and give you your high frequency katana as your sidearm? What is the damage on this guy? The 35.02, 44% armor penetration. Well, we are going for like a power creep playthrough. So that's amazing. I'm just terrified that like if someone comes at us with one of those, that's not going to be a pretty sight. Base wise, what are you doing? You're wearing a flak vest. I want you wearing the armor that you guys are wearing, flak vest. Gear. Recon armor counts as middle and outer. Yeah, we're just going to keep you in that recon armor for now. Like the flak vest can't be that much better. It is masterwork though. Okay, I'll sort that stuff out later. You are rocking the katana. That's crazy. We do have you on. We have melee hunting enabled. We have melee hunting with fists enabled. The does, I think, are just like right outside. I just have to see. I have to see what it does. Destroyed the doe's left kidney immediately. Cracked its spine. Oh my god, that is insane. Okay, so kidney 14 damage, spine it did 15 damage, on the right leg it did 15 damage, and on the body it did 15 damage. You also got hit by the deer hoof. Go ahead and attack it, finish it off. Okay, we're gonna have you prefer to shoot. What are you eating? You're eating K rations. Oh, you brought those with you. That's fine. I guess since we have someone who can hunt with a gun, let's go ahead and turn melee hunting off. Jobs, Hunters can use melee. We'll turn that off for now. Oh, plans. I have a geothermal vent over here. Plans. What do we want to do today? I think if we look at the world map, we did like reveal another vault. It is about 2 days away. That could potentially get us some more people. We are... What day in? We're 10 days in. So we could get like a reunion quest starting now. I think they pop up every 10 to 30 days. So it could be now. It could be 20 days from now. So I don't really want to worry about that. I want to fix all the power conduit. The power conduit's going to drive me crazy. Do we have enough steel for that? We have crazy amounts of steel. I think this is all sorted. It is 61 impressive, so they're not going to be worried about that. We do need to think about research, and we don't have anyone that's really good at research. It's actually going to be Grey Wolf, so let's go ahead and turn that on. Let's research biofuel refining. We'll get that researched. Let's research geothermal. We'll get that queued, and then that's all I can think of right now. So we'll work on those research. I'm going to take some time off screen to make a plan for all this wiring, and hopefully we can get that all cleaned up today. Okay, we haven't started researching yet, but I have hidden conduit ready to go inside of all the walls. There are going to be a few places where it's currently intersecting with regular conduit, so we'll get all this hidden conduit installed. We'll uninstall all of the regular conduit, and then I'll go and fill the gaps. We just got a steel electric butcher table stood up. Nita is removing some roofs, so I guess we could do some more hunting. Maybe let's do that. I'd like to get our meals kind of stockpiled so Grizzly isn't kind of like running back and forth whenever rice becomes available. And then I guess we'll get to researching. We'll see if Randy throws anything at us today, but if we can get the base cleaned up and a little stable, then I would like to head out to this vault, mostly so we can get some extra equipment. I think we'd bring Anita with us because she's super strong, right? So she'll be able to carry a lot back. Maybe we should train a caravan animal. There aren't really caravan animals. I guess the Mega Sloth, I don't think anyone has like good animal training though, right? Our best is a 2. Oh, we also need to get Grey Wolf converted. Who's our best? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Little hiccup. Who's our best social? Skills, social... Anita. Oh, Anita is pretty good at social. Okay. So, Anita, you will be our warden. You guys will not be. I guess we'll put you on a 4 in case I need to order you to do something wardeny. But, Anita, let's go ahead and make you our moral guide. And then we can get to working on converting Grey Wolf. We have the mod that allows us to continue to, like, use our abilities like whenever they're off cooldown. So there's one for like production command, and there's one for what is this? This is Rogan or Hex Tile, Hex Carpet. Ritual Ambient Sound. Okay, I guess this is the Rogian style. Yeah, so we have one mod that allows like our farming command and production command and all that stuff to just like autocast whenever it's off cooldown and they're about to begin one of those tasks. And then we have the keep converting mod. So once Anita is this person, we can say keep converting Grey Wolf, and she should just like automatically do it. Haven't done it yet. She's going to consume a meal, and then she's going to go try and convert Grey Wolf. Okay, that is just fine. Okay, we have our first trader. I didn't even notice it, but Grey Wolf has been converted, so that is great. We'll send Anita out. We've got some of our conduit built, but Grizzly has been doing a lot of cooking. I have deconstructed some walls and doors that just felt like they were awkward space, and then we're going to turn this little area into a battery room. This is also kind of awkward space. But we can figure that out later. I'm not too worried about kind of like how things are set up. We can change them eventually. We do have, I was just looking through different texts. We have ancient technology, so we can learn how to make the doors and things. Ancient production. We have a lot of research we need to do first, starting with smithing. Smithing, machining, microelectronics, multi-analyzer, fabrication, advanced fabrication, and then ancient defenses before we can build these walls. Anita, how far away are these traders? Oh, there's a big swamp right here. I guess that's kind of nice because we know that's gonna cause people to... I'm gonna keep all these car parts for now. I'm actually really curious about what that takes up there. So we will... Maybe we'll hit that and see what we need and work on getting it. We'll sell these solar flare cigarettes. Ooh, do we want a dog? German Shepherd. Males. Let's get a pupper. We can train it to haul. Training. What minimum handling skills? 0. Perfect. We can get someone to train it. I feel like a German Shepherd is like I feel like that's a dog that Grizzly would have, or Anita, or Grey Wolf. Let's see. Are there things that we want to sell? Let's get rid of this auto pistol, poor SMG. We'll keep the minigun. We'll keep the gold. Do we want to buy anything? No, not necessarily. Oh, we don't have enough. Car wheels. We don't need 14 of them. Why don't we get rid of... we'll get rid of that many. Exhaust. 5 radiators. 3 of those. 5 of those. 2 of those. And I think we'll keep everything else. Okay, I didn't realize. I didn't even think about not having silver. Okay, little pupper, your home zone. You will guard. You will rescue. You will haul. I don't think we'll have you attack. But maybe I grab some animal bionics and we make it a cyborg dog. I'll think about it. Having Grizzly... spawn the siege pod plants. So we need 4 engine blocks, 4 alternators. Oh, we just sold some exhausts. We'll find more. Transmission, fuel tank, steel component, advanced component. Oh my god, we might have what we need. Let's take a look, because we might be able to get some of this off of just like deconstructing things around the map. Okay, you really don't want to work on that. I'll have Anita focus on filling it up with all the things that we do have so we can see what we need. Okay, we need 13 car exhausts, 7 car suspension, 2 car transmissions. I think we can find most of those things by deconstructing other vehicles. So we'll see what these APCs get us. We'll see if there's any other vehicles on the map. Actually, let's do that. Wreck. Are there any classic car wreck? Okay. That's something that I should have thought about. There's a War Strider there. There's another APC here. Okay, cool. Okay, we have a reunion quest, Optics. A squad leader named Optics has crashed nearby in a transport, but we don't even have to go off the map. Okay, so that means we have 10 days, 10 to 30 more days before we get another one. Optics, health. Oh, wow. Oh, who's fast? Grizzly, you're fast. Movement 6.48. Gray Wolf, you're full of bionics. Movement 6.88. Okay, who's the better doctor? Gray Wolf is. Okay, why don't you come out here and tend to optics and then rescue optics? You're already on your way out because you're hunting. Okay, let's take a look here. There's a swamp down here as well. So we've had a couple visitors come in and they'll come in down here and all the way around to not have to walk through the swamp, which I think is kind of crazy. But it definitely helps us know where raids are going to be gathering, right? Okay, 7 hours, 5 hours. It took you 2 hours to get here. This is a huge freaking map. Oh, Glitter World medicine. I guess if that's what you had on you, that's fine. Rescue him. Oh my gosh. And he better join, because if he doesn't join, we're going to have to arrest him. And if we arrest him, I think we're going to have to send an... Oh, he joined. Oh, nice. Okay. Optics is... He's one of the ones that we created. Gear-wise, you are wearing all the things. Oh, your visor... Let's Spectre visor. Let's go into options, show. This is what I do behind the scenes. You guys are seeing a lot of it. We're gonna say show hair, so that we can see that visor. There we go. Okay, he's our Cyclops-like. We'll say attack. He's size sensitive. He has psychic bonding. Blood loss, gunshot. I don't want him to bond with anyone here. So we're gonna have to like keep him from like trying to bond with people. That'll be very interesting. Will you drop him? And then will you tend without medicine just so that he stops bleeding out? Just his right leg, right? Oh, okay, and he's fine. Social. Lover. Erica Spectacles. Oh, Erica Chase / Spectacle. Okay, so you have a lover already. Hauling Silver. You're sick, my dude. Go lay down. Whatever. Okay, let's just grab someone. You're pretty decent doctor as well. 7, 4. I guess we'll put you on top priority for it. Childcare, okay. Warden. Now that we have 2, we have like a backup. Handling, we'll have you take care of training the dog. Cooking, our cooks are terrible. It feels weird that Grizzly is cooking. Why don't we have Gray Wolf cook? It feels weird that a cyber ninja would be our cook as well, but that's fine. Building. I think I'm fine with all of that. Study. Oh, research. Therapist. Okay, so pretty high social skill. I don't think we have to research therapy before we can do therapy. We'll stick you on that. Sure, I think that's going to be fine. And we did get more car parts and things. Let's get those hauled in, just because they're forever out there. And Grizzly has done a lot of conduit construction, so we are doing all right. Our meals are in a good spot. Our food is in a good spot. Anita kind of like got us way ahead because some Muffalo popped up on the map, and also some like Mega Wolverines tried to eat her, so we were able to kite those around. Unfortunately, these guys were not able to kite those around. Fine meals, we'll pick those up, and a beer. So I think we'll just let her finish hunting those Muffalo, and then she'll start working on research. I guess Scott At some point, we'll do research as well, so we'll turn both these on. They take 100 watts. How much power are we at? Grid excess 20. What things can we turn off? We can turn this guy back off. We just turned it on to get rid of some mechanoid bodies, so that should get us good again. Okay, so if you're here, I think that means that we can go on an adventure to this sealed vault. Should we try and tame a muffalo? Muffalo. Let's look at your info. Not one that we're going to eat. Let's look at your info. Minimum handling 5. We just have a dog to train on right now. If we had like donkeys wander on or something, that would be great. The question is that if that sealed vault has a bunch of buildings that we want to bring back, I want to be able to bring them back, right? Okay, I'll think about it. Oh, you know what? I didn't show you guys optics. Okay, so psychic sensitivity, psychic bonding, dark red hair. Oh, he's supposed to have powers. He didn't spawn in with his powers. Just like Grizzly, I gave him just a couple powers to start off with. So like 3 powers, and then we have more room for improvement, and we'll get some weaknesses that we'll have to try and remove. But, you know, optics is not optics without his eye lasers, so I'll get those added. Okay, so optics here has... We need to go somewhere to use his powers. He has laser eyes, which I think has like an hour-long cooldown. The subject is capable of psychically generating 2 temporary microscopic skip gates linked to the core of a nearby neutron star, which sounds more believable than opening portals to a punch dimension. This energy is directed by whatever the subject is looking at, generating a powerful blast of energy over medium distances. Okay, so that's the range. That feels like it's a huge range. I think we're gonna have to like find an animal to use it on. It might be, is it impacted by Eagle Eye? The depth perception in the subject has been remarkably improved alongside their reaction speed, allowing them to rapidly adjust the firing arc to hit targets twice as far away than otherwise possible, and he has self-control. The subject has achieved a mastery of self-control capable of actively deciding on stopping any mental breaks by psychically forcing themselves to relive a cherished memory that snaps them back to reality. Okay. Actually, maybe we use it on this guy. We can deconstruct that guy, but it's probably... He also has this combat mastery, but that's from his goggles. Gives the wearer increased ranged accuracy. Oh, nice. So when this is on cooldown, he's like a pretty decent marksman. Okay, there's a wolf. Okay, let's take a look at this. Nice. Okay. Head torn off. 0 out of 42. Body shredded. Okay, that does crazy damage. So it does damage. I don't know if it does damage and then an explosion, or if the explosion is the damage, but there we are. Okay, optics, you can go eat a meal and hopefully bed rest. Okay, we just went out to meet a trader, sold some things. There are a bunch of just like ancient operating tables out here, so we're gonna grab those. We'll see if we can try and make our hospital a little bit more beautiful. I decided that we're researching smithing first. I think... Does that get us what I need? No, it might be machining. Floor. Steel floor? Okay, we need... What is it? We have... It looks like some sterile tile in here. I know that... if we have just like steel floors, then those are somewhat sterile. So I'm hoping that we can replace the rest of this flooring with something a little bit nicer. We can get these conduits probably deconstructed, and we'll see if that can upgrade us from like a -10 on the hospital to maybe like a -5 or neutral. Lame hospital. They want a really nice hospital. Maybe I stick the hospital like right in this room. It's so big. That would probably make it nice, but there's so much junk on the floor. We can move all this junk over here. Because this is like a crafty area. We'll paste those settings. Let's delete that. Also, we have all these empty rooms, so I went ahead and gave Grey Wolf and Optics their own bedrooms. They're not the best bedrooms, but at least they're not a barracks. Okay, we have a very impressive hospital, so we don't have that mood debuff anymore. We have deconstructed all of the exposed wiring, and we only had to like fill in like 2 blocks. Oh, actually, there's a third one. I guess we'll connect that one as well. So I guess like 4. Yeah, there were only like 4 tiles that we needed to fill in. I think the base is looking a little better. Oh no, it's so bad. Oh, you know what? This freezer. What if we move the freezer? Because this is all sterile tile. It's a smaller room though, so they might be upset about it. I like that it is towards the front line, so we could put like a door right in there and then make this the hospital. And then where would we put the freezer? Freezer. So recreation's up here. I want the food to be close to the rec room. Can we move these? We could move those. And the tanks? No, we can't move the storage tanks. So we could make this the kitchen. We could make this the freezer. Make this the hospital. These would fit in there. They can just like climb over them. And we'll just deconstruct those, or we can leave those in the freezer. That's not a big deal. We don't need a freezer that huge, right? So maybe we make this the freezer and then this the kitchen. I don't know, some things for us to think about, but there's like a room full of sterile tile right here, so I definitely want to take advantage of that. Not too much action. We did get a new colonist, Optics. He's already like hanging out with Grey Wolf in here, watching some TV. I think, oh, and also we have to, like, the eagle eye ability is insane. I think we can see it from here. That's his range with a minigun. Which I like, you know, it doesn't make him super accurate. It just he has a huge range, right? It does it allowing them to rapidly. Okay, yeah, no, it's not like super accuracy. It's just super huge range. So he'll have something to do when his eye blasts are on cooldown. So that's his eye blast radius. That's the minigun. Okay, so he starts firing when people get close. He eye blasts them. Oh, he has the combat mastery on his thing, on his visor, and that makes him a little bit more accurate. I don't know how much more accurate. Oh, it's a cooldown. Gives the wearer increased range. Well, I clicked it. Oh. You can just like turn that on whenever. Okay. Can you do laser eyes whenever? No. Well, they have little training consoles, so I don't know what they're training in. I don't think we get to decide. But they're training in something. I think that's going to be it for this episode. Not a very exciting one. No raid. But since we did get a joiner this episode from Reunion, I'm pretty confident that I'm pretty comfortable sending a couple people out. So we have this sealed vault here. We have an abandoned biotech lab, but it's going to be a while before we can do anything with like actual genetic stuff, like biotech genetic stuff. And we also got a partially completed frame. So this is the ARC prototype. So that quest is way out there. Probably not until we get a vehicle going. But we'll march over here. We'll bring Grizzly and we'll bring Anita. I guess we'll have Grey Wolf kind of do the tanky thing at home with her sword. And Optics will be her backup, defending the vault. And we'll just see how much stuff Anita can carry. What is your carrying capacity? Carry capacity, 150. Your carrying capacity is 75. So 225, we should be able to bring like a couple things back. We can at least get some more super nanites, and then I'll take a look at this equipment and see which ones will help us the most with reducing the error. Because if we can get it to a reasonable state, then maybe we toss Grey Wolf in there and see what kind of superpowers she gets. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out, you guys. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.